Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your man Polar Bear coming to you from the Polar Bear Sports Lair. Today, I got my man Duwatt here. One of a good friend of mine, man. We do music together. Check out his music. Today, we brought him upon the show because he's a friend of mine and also a Cowboys fan.
What's up? The biggest.
Oh,
It's okay. I'm a real.
G
I'm a realistic
man.
Cowboy fan, but I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real today.
Yeah, I am glad that you're not a just a what is it, a radical Cowboys fan, just a irrational.
I think it's levels. It's an irrational. It's a delusional. Then you got the new gen, the realistic Cowboy fans who keep it real.
Right.
Tell the truth.
But what's the ratio to delusional to non-delusional?
I think these days you got the old heads who's still very delusional, stuck in the 90s.
So it's mainly the old heads that are fucking up the game.
Yeah,
So the new kids these days are realistic.
It's the old heads. It's the old heads. The old heads.
Well, they went through success, and now they
They can't.
look at me trying to stick up for Cowboys. Can't even do it.
But
Can't even attempt to. Man, it's gonna be kind of a longer show. It's gonna be more of a, as we said many times, more of a marathon than a sprint. So we're just gonna chill back. We're gonna kick back. We're gonna talk some football. We're gonna talk last season. We're gonna talk this season. We're gonna talk off season. We're gonna talk season. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna talk about the draft. We're gonna talk about pretty much everything. Try to cover as many topics as we can throughout today's show. Even just bullshitting around,
for sure.
So what? Rookie mini camp. This is day 2 of rookie mini camp. I don't know of any. We're gonna look at the news together. Okay? We're gonna look at the news together. Okay. Let's see what's going on today. May 9th. On Arville Reese, you saw it on tape or saw it at the workout at Ohio State. When you see it in person and your kind of setting, it's more. I thought he moved well, 6'4 plus, 240 some pounds. Yeah, he moves like a smaller guy. He moves his feet. He can flip his hips. He's very natural looking mover off the ball, which was something we saw on tape. We thought we saw, but now we saw it on the practice field. So we feel better about it, picking things up really quick, very serious-minded, very diligent. So everything looks promising on Arville Reese. I don't think we have too much to worry about the production of Arville Reese, which I am still surprised that we even made that pick. I mean,
Me too.
we had Sonny Styles sitting on our face. I wouldn't even pre-draft. I mean, I did a little bit of research on Arville Reese, man, but I definitely didn't think he was the pick at 5. And a few days before the draft, maybe even the day or two before, one analyst, I think it was Mel Kiper. I'm probably wrong about that. Did a mock draft, and he put Arville Reese going to the Giants. And then when we traded Dexter, got the 10th overall pick, everybody's wondering, oh, now we can we can stick and move, but we lost Dexter. So as a Cowboys fan, no more Dexter from the Giants, but we now got a right guard with that 10th overall pick, Francis Mauigoa from Miami. He's a tackle. And he's got back problems. Supposedly, he's got a slip or a herniated disc, which I have the same. I got the same thing going on, man. It's not a good time.
Yeah.
Now he's a lot more in shape than I am, so I'm sure it's less painful, but it's still, if he still has the pain, then I sympathize with him. But the fact of the matter is, you are taking somebody who is definitely going to need surgery. It's already came out that he's definitely going to need surgery at some point for this injury. And people are talking about him possibly missing his rookie season. That cannot happen. We have Daniel Falele behind him. If you don't know who he is the Evan Neal of the Baltimore Ravens. And if you don't know who Evan Neal is, then I wish I lived in that world, because, dear God, Evan Neal was a atrocious tackle. And we still signed him back this year. John Harbaugh came to the Giants and said, everybody got a clean slate. Everybody has a clean slate. Everybody's starting over. Evan Neal was I think he was like pick number 7 or something like that. First round or top 10. Mm-hmm. And from Alabama. Mm-hmm. Just trash. Complete trash.
Has not produced.
So now we signed him back to a $0 guaranteed deal. He has no money guaranteed.
Which makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, that's better than what they could have done.
Definitely makes sense.
So, as a Cowboys fan, with no Dexter, but now we got Francis Mamianoa with that pick. Mm-hmm. We just picked up Shelby Harris and DJ Reader. Mm-hmm. How do you feel? Do you think that the Giants are a better or worse team? Honestly, I want your subjective opinion.
Subjectively?
Yeah, tell me your honest opinion. Do you think the Giants are better without Dexter or with? I mean that's a loaded question. We all know Dexter Lawrence is a hell of a player. Yeah. We all know he plugs up that middle, man. This last year his effort was shit. Yes. So, take that with a grain of salt, but yeah. What do you think?
And I'm glad you said it, because I was just about to get to that. I honestly believe you're better. And I know that's kind of hard to say, hey, you just traded away Dexter Lawrence, but Dexter Lawrence also had only 1 sack last season.
Half a sack.
Half a sack. You're right. I got more credit than he even deserved. It was just like, okay, to answer your question, I do believe you guys got better with RBR Reese. Francis Mamianoa, I mean, that could go either way. If he's healthy, maybe
really can.
He could develop into at least a pretty good tackle. He seemed like he got the energy, the motive to want to. I love his pre-draft.
Did you hear what he said to Jackson Dart?
Yeah.
I want to die for you.
Yeah.
I hear you, bro. But we just need you to run block. We need your pass blocking grade above an 85.
That's the kind of guy you want
to
have the block for you. I ain't gonna lie.
They actually said here today, CC was just fantastic. They call him CC. Mm-hmm. He took pretty much every rep, looked like a natural at guards. Something's happened a little quicker, or sometimes things happen a little quicker. You got to get out of your stance a little quicker. We'll see when the pads come on. That'll be another thing for him, to see him playing at guard for the first time. I thought he did really good. Good news. I mean, that's the best that you're wanting to hear. I mean, what else can they say? The pads aren't on. It's just rookie minicamp. These kids are just getting out there and throwing some balls around, doing some ball drills and stuff. Competing for everybody's competing for a roster. Now, Francis Mamianoa, the draft picks pretty much are sold. But I mean, you can end up on the practice squad. So everybody's fighting for that 53-man roster. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah. So
I actually agree. I like the movement of what you guys are doing. Like as an organization.
To be honest, man, I wish I knew more. I wish I knew more about your team for this show. I just don't pay attention to the Cowboys. I really don't, man. I stay as far away from any Cowboys, Eagles, Washington, Patriots, any kind of news like that. And I should, somebody who pays attention to sports, I should pay attention to the whole big picture.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of a quality over quantity type of guy, Eventually we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. But I get y'all are having trouble with George Pickens?
Yes.
Why?
Unfortunately.
What y'all doing to old poor Pickens?
Look,
What did Pickens ever do to y'all?
Nobody. I mean, George Pickens is an all-world wide receiver, and he proved that last season. Sometimes he can have a couple of times where you can judge his concentration, his laps. He might have a game or two where he doesn't put full effort, but when he's dialed in, he's one of the best receivers in the world. And I think as of right now, I believe that he is the X factor that we need to make it deep into the playoffs, barring health. We need him on the field. I'm not sure if he's going to get a contract this season, but I would love for him to at least show up to training camp and, still try to fight for the contract, but at least, give Cowboys fans something to hope for, because I think a Cowboys offseason without drama is something I don't think we've ever seen in my life. So that's what I'm hoping for. I'm not sure realistically if that's going to happen, but George Pickens, he's the guy.
He signed a $27.3 million franchise tag.
Yeah.
Now, let's be honest. That's a fuck ton of money. It's a lot of money, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what the market value is. Who's the top paid receiver? Let's see.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe it's Justin Jefferson. No, Jamar Chase. You're
probably right.
I think Jamar Chase.
No. So Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Yeah, he just signed a deal, Jackson Smith. Yep.
He signed a 4-year, $168.6 million contract. Yes. Averages $42
million.
Jesus.
Wow.
Then Jamar Chase at 40, Justin Jefferson at 35, CD at 34, DK at 33.
And that's the key, man. Like if you're George Pickens, I know he's looking at that list too, and he's looking like, hey, I want a $30 million contract. But Jerry Jones is like, he has lately in the modern era has not been willing to get paid his guys their worth. He wants to get them cowboy discounts from stuff that we haven't achieved since the 90s. And there's the problem. That's the problem.
Then we got Garrett Wilson, Terry McLaurin, AJ, Amon, Brandon Ayuk. Okay, so I can see why George Pickens is making, I think George Pickens is a better receiver than Ayuk.
Yes.
At 30.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Brandon Ayuk has also had a few injury concerns. He's a really good wide receiver, but he's not on George Pickens' level.
So the floor for a top-tier wide receiver one extension has officially crossed the $30 million per year threshold.
Yes.
So if you're a wide receiver one, then you're fighting for at least $30 million.
At least. Basketball numbers.
And the Cowboys got over on them by signing 27. Y'all got CD. How much is CD making?
I think right around 34, 35 million.
34.
Yeah.
CD's making 34, and Pickens is making 27. Y'all are paying $61 million a year. And 2 receivers.
And that's the problem. I
think with the Cowboys, y'all look, you can't have your cake and eat it too. And as any sports fan, I think that's the hardest pill to swallow. Is we wanted Dexter Lawrence, and we wanted Sonny Styles, we wanted Caleb Downs, we wanted an offensive lineman, we wanted a corner, we wanted it all. Everybody every offseason. I said this last week. Everybody wishes that we can just go out in the offseason and spend big and sign the best players and get the best players in the draft. But that's just not the way it rolls, man. There's always a team trying to trade up above you and get the player that you want. There's always a player demanding their money, which rightfully so. If they are worth that money that they're fighting for, then get your money, man. As an individual, and as a company, it's hard because you want to keep your best players, but you're also trying to be cost efficient. So, but paying $61 million a year for 2 receivers, insane. That's insane money to me. Maybe not in comparison. NFL money is different than my money. My money, when I hear $61 million, I'm like, oh my God.
I think it'll be the Cowboys and Dak Prescott's best interest to have a contract.
Dak got a hell of a contract too, don't he?
Yes. If this could work, but Dak Prescott is going to have to take some sort of pay cut. He's going to have to take some sort of pay cut. If we really want to pay George Pickens what we really want to pay him, which I'm sure the Cowboys and their general managers are smart enough to figure that out, but I don't trust them to. But I know they can.
And y'all are paying Dak Prescott $60 million.
$60 million a
All right,
year.
you're up to $120 million per year with 3 players.
That takes up, I don't know, no, I'm not as good at math, but I can tell you that takes up a hell of a lot of a fucking cap.
It does.
Yeah.
I don't know what the...
Yeah. Like, that's majority of the team's revenue going through 3 players. Possibly 3 players. And that's insane. It's insane. Not to mention, Quentin Williams is going to be due for a contract in the next couple of years, too.
So hold on. So the Giants have $95.8 million in space next season. The top cap hits that year are going to be Brian Burns at $44 million and Andrew Thomas at $26 million. 2028, we have $204 million in space. But we only have 8. Wow. What a stat. We only have 8 players under contract for the year 2028.
Wow. That's
They're
alarming. That's alarming.
And think about most of that's all rookies.
Yes.
Because they signed 4-year contracts.
Yes.
We made however many draft picks last year. We made a lot of draft picks last year, I thought. Maybe I'm wrong.
This is going to be a youth movement in New York.
Definitely.
Sure.
We're under a rebuild, but we're still trying to win now. It's such a weird position.
I think you guys got to get out of that mind frame right now. Winning now is not. That's what's gonna get people fired and fucked up. And it's like you guys, I think, are a few pieces away here and there. You still have to build that shit up. I think Jackson Dart is a hell of a start. It's a hell of a piece. They got that right. Cam Scatterbo is not he's more of a Peyton Hillis type of runner.
Definitely a Brandon Jacobs kind of guy.
Not sure how long he's gonna last.
Yeah.
So I love him. I love his personality, but as far as his prospects, he's giving me 6-year, 7-year type of kind of vibes right now, and he just got hurt as a rookie. Yeah. So normally, unless you have Bo Jackson type of speed, when you're that size and you run like that, or Derrick Henry, those guys don't usually last too long in the league.
I agree with you. I do. Yeah. And I hate to agree with you because I wish I could watch Cam Scatterbo for the next
10, 12. He's that good. He's really man. He got that. He's a star. He has that personality. He brings that. He's the thing that I feel like teams should build around. Character guys. I will say that.
And him and Jackson Dart just go hand in hand together, man. They're they brought a whole new juice to the Giants, man, and lifted everybody else up in that locker room. Mm-hmm. Everybody knows how important chemistry is, and how important your overall morale as a team is. If y'all are all trotting your ass out there on that field, it's fucking 5 minutes to go. You're down 40 points. You know how this game's finna end. You know, and that kind of mentality is what ends up happening, man.
And that's where John Harbaugh comes in, because now you bring a grown man to stabilize that youth and that mentality. Right. I can see. I still believe that this is a team that can win at least 7 games, but I would not be surprised if they upset a couple teams, and as they get better, and barring health, they get better. I can see them making a run toward the end. Toward the end of the NFC, and being a team that a lot of the teams in the NFC might not want to run against.
So, the name of the game last season was, first of all, our defensive coordinator Shane Bowen fucked us. Mm-hmm. Second of all, us blowing leads. Mm-hmm. I mean, blowing them back to back. I mean, besides week 1, dude, and the game against New England, the Dallas game, we lost in overtime because y'all kicked a 70-something yard field goal.
Yeah.
And I forget what bullshit happened before that, but we should have won that game. Kansas City, it looks like we got, Russell Wilson is to me the reason why we lost that game. Then Jackson Dart steps in and we win. Mm-hmm. New Orleans game, that was the 5 turnover games. Mm-hmm. We deserved to lose that game. Mm-hmm. Philly, we won. Denver, should have won that game. Lost by 1 point. I'm not even. As Giants fans, the Denver game last year was the beginning of the end. That's when we knew, oh shit, it's all going to go downhill. I mean, we could see it coming. Mm-hmm. Then Philly lost. Got her asses beat. San Francisco lost. Chicago lost by 4 points. Green Bay lost by a touchdown. Detroit lost by a touchdown in overtime. New England got our asses kicked 33-15. Washington lost by a touchdown. Minnesota lost by a field goal. So we done lost 3, 6, 9 games in a row. At this point, we're looking at the end of the season. It's like a bright light. The light at the end of the tunnel. Thank God. The football season's over with. All we got to do is lose these last 2 games. And you know what we get? The number 1 overall. No, actually, all we had to do is lose 1 game. All we had to do was lose 1 of our last 2 games. And we won them both. Wouldn't you know it? Wouldn't you know it? We win the last 2 games when it least mattered. Now, I'm all for a Giants dub. Mm-hmm. A Giants win is a Giants win, and we can all feel good about it. Yeah. I did not feel good about watching either of those games. There was nothing. Cam Skydaboo's been out for half the year. Malik ain't been in since week 4. It was just.
Yeah, it was a lot.
It's just Jackson Dart highlights at that point. Man.
At that point,
that's all you're watching the games for. Let's see how Jackson Dart produces. Yeah. It's just another drive of us getting more film and seeing what we really got with the 25th overall pick.
Yeah.
And we get the 5th overall pick. And we use that with Orville Reese. We've already gone over that.
Honestly, I think you winning those last 2 games was actually in the best benefit, because if they would have ended up with the number 1 overall pick, then you would have been in the Fernando Mendoza conversation.
No, I disagree.
I don't think that.
There was somebody who on ESPN or whatever that said that, but Dart's our guy, and if we had the number 1 overall pick, there's no doubt, no question in my mind that we would have traded down and got a haul. We would have got a fucking haul for that number one overall pick.
That is true.
I mean, we didn't need anybody at the number one. We needed... The thing about this draft was we needed so much. We still needed so many pieces that we were looking to trade down. I watched the video on the New York Giants YouTube channel about inside the draft. It was like part 1 of 6 or something. About inside the draft room when all the stuff's going on, you know, they make the phone calls or whatever. Mm-hmm. And they were hella excited about Arvell Reese. Yes. Whenever like Reese came down the board, man, they were like, oh, we got our guy. And they said the same thing about Francis Maui-Noah, so they knew where they were going the whole time. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like I said, we just had so many pieces that needed to be filled that us having that number 1 overall draft pick would have been the most beneficial thing.
I agree.
For everybody. I mean, we could have filled so many holes. But you tried to get culture wins. And this is when Mike Kafka, our backup, he was our, not backup. He was our offensive coordinator. And he stepped in as interim head coach. I don't even know what week it was, man, to be honest. It was all a blur. Last season was a blur at some point. It was just a sea of losses. And you struggled to even watch the game at all. I mean, it just completely pisses you off. So at the end of the year, you're still having Mike Kafka trying to prove to this organization, like, hey, I'm a coach. I can do this. We can win. You know, he's... In the meeting room, there was a video of him, you know, like, let's fucking go, trying to get people piped up, and people just in the back like this. Like, I'm not paying attention to this guy, you know. So those 2 wins hurt us the most, man. I mean, not that you should go out and try to shade points and all that, but...
Yeah. I get it.
I mean, you're also going against Las Vegas, who's also going out there to try to lose. Yeah. And you blow them out the water 34-10. Like, come on, guys, we're better. You know, these people make bukus of dollars to go over every statistic, every possibility that can happen in the league, and try to utilize everything. Mm-hmm. You don't look at how the draft is coming up and where you may lie if you lose the next 2 or win the next 2. I can go on and on about that. So yeah, man.
It's understandable. I get it. But
fuck, man.
I think you guys ended up still right where you were going to be if you had the number 1 overall pick, and that's with Arvell Reese.
Think so?
Honestly. I think that was the best outcome you could have had regardless. Maybe David Bailey, but I think Arvell Reese was better.
No, I don't think David Bailey. The only reason why I say no David Bailey is because he is a edge rusher. Yes. And the only thing about Arvell Reese that they say that they're going to, or the main thing they're going to use him for is being that off-ball linebacker. Yeah. So,
I think they were tit for tat. I think that was closer than people were making it with Arvell Reese and David Bailey. I wasn't ever really just totally sold that David Bailey could have won at number 2. I really thought it could have been interchangeable between those 2 guys.
I should have seen Jeremiah Love going to Arizona.
I don't know how. I really don't know how.
I should have seen that coming. I mean,
how?
I mean, who even was the running back? I'm blanking on his name.
Honestly, even the Giants, I would have even predicted y'all to take Jeremiah Love before I would have said Arizona. I ain't gonna even lie. That would have been a good piece for y'all.
We were looking to, but here's the thing: everybody was screaming Cam Scatterboo, right. And everybody's screaming, and we have other holes. Like we at least have a Cam Scatterboo, but we have nobody over here. So instead of going from a B to an A or a C to a B, we'd rather go F to an A or a B. You know? Arizona, they had James Conner and Terry Algier. I don't know how to pronounce that. I mean, maybe you're right. Maybe it was a surprise pick, but I don't know. Maybe it wasn't. They needed that star offensive player besides Trey McBride. Did they even take a quarterback? Oh, they got Carson Beck. Wow, trash. And look, when it comes to college, I'm a Georgia fan. Yeah. And Carson Beck went from Georgia to Miami. Mm-hmm. And I didn't like Carson Beck when he was at Georgia. Mm-hmm. I don't like Stockton at Georgia now. Did he get drafted too? Okay. Yeah. Gunnar Stockton will be a senior this year. So, and it doesn't look like they have anybody else. Ryan Puglisi? I don't know. I ain't never seen him. This isn't the Georgia Bulldogs podcast. This is the Polar Bear Sports Lair, and we are Giants fans around here. But anyways, so yeah, the draft, all that. Y'all got Caleb freaking Downs.
Let's talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it, but I guess we got to. That's why we're here, to have these difficult conversations. Yeah. Just to let you know, as a Giants fan, we all were screaming at the screen, Caleb Downs.
We know. And as a Cowboys fan, we knew we were screaming to trade up. Trade up.
And when we didn't pick him, who did we find out?
Yeah, it was
the Dolphins, right?
Dolphins. It was the Dolphins. The Dolphins had the 12th pick. Yeah, the Dolphins had the 12th pick.
Let's look at what the Dolphins had at safety.
No, the Dolphins had the 11th pick. We had the 12th pick.
I know, but y'all swapped.
Yeah.
So y'all thought that the Dolphins were going to take Caleb Downs. That's the only thought process that I can think of.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And
let's see.
And it just made sense because who would have thought that Caleb Downs was still going to be on the board by that time?
I think they have Caleb Downs as a nickelback for y'all.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. Let me.
But I'm of the belief that they believe that he can play all over the field, as far as and they believe he can hold his own down the backfield. I'm not gonna lie, and he's one of the more complete defensive backs I've seen come out of the draft in recent memory. I've heard that he's the most NFL ready. Yes.
Even more than Jeremiah Love. I heard that he's the smartest player in the draft.
Yes.
Best defensive.
He has it all. He has it all. And I think he fits perfectly for what we are trying to do I believe what they have in mind for him is to be able to move him around from safety, to be able to play free safety, to be able to probably play in some nickel packages, maybe play dime if he has to. He can do it, and he has the knowledge to do it, man. Like
y'all do have him as a nickel back.
He's good
corner, which I believe you. I believe that he can do it all.
Yeah.
In our safety room, we just got Jason Pinnock back. Mm-hmm. We got Ardarius Washington, which is mainly a special teams guy. I heard. We'll look at the safety room here in a second. The Miami Dolphins have Jason Marshall at their nickelback spot, so they rolled the dice and went with possibly Jason Marshall. This is ESPN as a source.
Right.
So, and this is early in the season. People have went from playing receiver to quarterback and vice versa. So, ain't no telling where they're actually going to line up. Packages can always be adjusted. Players being, put in different positions to try to confuse offenses. There's so many variables.
Right.
But yeah, so where y'all have Caleb Downs at, the Dolphins, who passed up on him, have Jason Marshall. And I don't even know who the F that is. So, yeah, so what do you, what's your official thoughts on Caleb Downs besides him being, I guess those are your thoughts, him being.
I mean, he's a surprise. He was a surprise pick for me. Didn't think he was going to be there. I expect big things for him, man. I expect
Definitely a starter.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And he's needed on that defense as well. He's kind of tricky on how you're gonna put him because he may fit a different type of scheme compared to what the Cowboys kind of run. But he's so smart. I feel like he'll pick it up easily.
I feel like a player like that can fit into any scheme.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's smart, so I mean, those are the players that you don't want to bounce around from coordinator to coordinator to coordinator. You want him to get comfortable and sink into a scheme and a plan to where, the coaches put him in the best position possible to succeed and, benefit your team.
Yes.
I mean, that's the name of the game, right?
I do like the only concern I would have for him is that we do have a first-year defensive coordinator. A first-year defensive coordinator, period. As in, this is his official first time being a defensive coordinator ever. And I believe his name is Christian Parks, if I'm not mistaken. That to me is a little bit of a red flag. We'll see, because we was kind of saying the same thing about Schottenheimer last year, and he turns out to be looking like a hell of a coach so far. He looks like he's gonna be a hell of a coach. He has his pulse on the finger of the team, so I can feel like he'll be able to navigate it. But still, giving a guy a rookie defensive coordinator, I don't know, man. That just kind of. But I believe in Brian Schottenheimer, though. I believe in what he's doing. And I like what they're building. I like what they're building defensively. I still think that the secondary.
Christian Parker is his name?
Yeah, it's Christian Parker. I think the secondary is kind of lacking, but those are the two, to me, biggest flags for the Dallas Cowboys this upcoming season. Christian Parker and how the back end of the defense holds up.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. 1 second. So who's your second first round pick?
Malachi. I want to say. I'm sorry if I get a name wrong. I think it's Malachi Edwards. I think. Or Malachi Lawrence. I think. Malachi Lawrence. One of them.
Malachi.
Malachi Lawrence.
Malachi's crazy.
Malachi.
So
Malachi.
I was reading here that your defensive coordinator, Christian Parker, hired from the Eagles to replace Matt Eberflus.
Yes, former Chicago Bears head coach. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He replaced 34-year-old Parker. He is transitioning the defense from a 4-3 base to a 3-4 scheme while taking a hands-on approach with rookies. Now, a 3-4 scheme uses 3 linemen and 4 linebackers. 4-3, 4 linemen, 3 linebackers. So, y'all are going to be a more, defensive line? Hold on. Did I just confuse
more
myself?
coverage to me. It's gonna lean more.
No, it's gonna be 4 linemen and 3 linebackers.
It's gonna be more linebackers than it's gonna be defensive players. It's gonna put a lot of pressure on Quentin Williams up front.
No, 4-3, which y'all are switching to.
We're switching to 4-3.
No, y'all are switching to a 3-4.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
Okay,
my bad.
Yeah. So we're putting a lot of pressure on Quentin Williamson to kind of bring a lot of, not only be a run stopper, but to also bring us a pass rush.
For y'all to switch from a 4-3 or from.
Mm-hmm. and then that's where Malachi Edwards.
Hold on. I'm sorry.
I mean, Lawrence.
For y'all to switch from a 4-3 to a 3-4 means that y'all are gonna really have to trust your defensive linemen.
Absolutely.
You know, it puts that much more pressure on them for sure.
Absolutely.
And that gives the linebackers cushion to not fuck off, but you know, there's enough people on coverage. Maybe you're even blitzing, you know, a linebacker or whatever. That I feel like that means there's going to be a lot of like off-ball blitzes, if that makes sense.
More exotic blitzes.
Yeah, for sure.
Dreams, more kind of, if you remember Super Bowl 50 with Denver versus Carolina, a lot of that type of play where Von Miller came straight over the edge.
Man, Von Miller was a beast back in those days, man.
A monster. It's going to be that type of play design. I can see that. We'll see.
It's going to be interesting stuff, this division, man.
Absolutely, man.
I mean, I think the Eagles are on the decline, too. I really do, man. Saquon, I mean, look, Saquon is Saquon. He can either come out and give you 1,200 yards, or he's gonna get hurt. I mean, hopefully, I don't wish injury on no man, but you know, either that happens or the Eagles just don't produce. You know, if people stop the Eagles' run game, like, I mean, they pretty much just lose every time if you stop their run game. I mean, to me, that's all I see Eagles as. Is I mean, they got what? They do have Devontae Smith. Okay. They do got A.J. Brown, right? Okay. But are they getting rid of A.J. Brown this year?
Yes, they are.
So
as of now, at least as of now, that's what they're saying. That's the speculation, is they're going to get rid of him by next month.
Yeah. I mean, look. Let me check this statement. Philly is a pass threat. They are a pass threat. I mean, you know, Jalen Hurts rolling out the pocket.
Yes.
I mean, they really are. But if you take away their running game, and you have that much more of a chance to defeat them. I mean.
And then, like you said, Saquon
may
Barkley
cost the Patriots A.J. Brown. Patriots should be getting more.
It can go either way. It's kind of 50-50 with him with Saquon Barkley, like you said. And he's a phenomenal runner, but sometimes he can't be healthy. And then, which kind of surprised me, that offensive line in Philadelphia did not look as dominant as we're used to seeing them outside of doing the tush push. So,
fuck that tush push.
Yes.
Goddamn rained it on us 4 times in a row after we done ripped the ball out and caused the fumble. But no, it was for progress. You're right, ref. This is for progress. I'm still in the process of reaching over the line, and in the mid-reach, ball gets knocked out. There was no stop of progress. I digress.
You're right.
Fuck that tush push. That shit should have been banned a long time ago. And it's not because it can't be stopped. It has been stopped. It cannot be officiated correctly. And I feel like that matters the most. You know, if you got just a money play that defenses just can't seem to figure out, then whatever, man.
Yeah.
But it has been stopped at a small rate. But even when the times that it has been stopped, they don't call it right. You know, the spot of the ball. It's just too much to going on with that play, man. Way too much going on with that play. With A.J. Brown, it looks like that they're Maybe trading him to the Patriots. Patriots could be getting more along with A.J. Brown in expected Eagles trade.
That's still a pretty sneaky trade because even if he does go to the Patriots, I mean, who else would they have on the outside for him?
They're waiting until June 1st. Patriots are likely to acquire Brown from the Philadelphia Eagles after June 1st.
Yeah.
The fact that the Eagles drafted a wide receiver in the first round and that the Patriots did not draft a receiver only strengthens the belief that a trade is coming. It has long been believed that Brown will cost the Patriots a first-round pick, but according to Patriots insider Tom Curran, there could be something in addition to Brown coming to England to dampen the cost for the Patriots. And that was from Alian Mohammed. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. So, AJ could be getting out of the division, man.
Yeah.
Only to go to the Patriots. But it's okay. It's okay. Get his ass out the division. Now, one thing I haven't brought up. You know OBJ is in talks to come back.
Oh my goodness.
You didn't know this?
No.
Oh. Man, all over Giants news, man. We've been talking about this shit for about 2 weeks.
Oh my goodness.
As a Cowboys fan.
Yes.
Does it worry you that a possible Malik Neighbors and OBJ combination is coming, or is OBJ just a title? Is it just a name?
More the latter. OBJ is just a name. I think he still, whatever he had left in the tank, he pretty much broadcasted that in the Super Bowl that he won with Matthew Stafford a few years ago.
The one where he tore his ACL in?
Yes. To me, that was the last of the best of OBJ. Mm-hmm. And I think he's still, he's about 34. Maybe 30, about 34, 35-ish, somewhere around that range, 33, 34, 35. So he's up there in age.
Giants John Harbaugh said that he has talked to former star wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. 3 or 4 times over the past week as they remain in touch about reuniting, but they will play it out over the next month and into training camp before making a decision. Beckham, 33. Is currently a free agent. Mm-hmm. He worked out for the Giants last month and looked good, according to Harbaugh. Mm-hmm. Now, since that look good comment has came out, us Giants fans have been foaming out of the mouth for a reunite for Beckham to reunite with us.
Yes.
I want this to happen, not just for the possibility of Beckham coming here and be a productive wide receiver. Not just that. Mm-hmm. But to be a mentor to Malik Neighbors, who just had the ACL injury that Beckham has had twice.
Yeah.
If anybody knows about coming up to stardom, then falling down the ladder and having to climb back up and then getting knocked back down, it's Odell Beckham Jr. And I think that if you pay this man, I don't know, I couldn't even throw a number out there, but a relatively low price to come in here and lead this wide receiver room, he could be a wide receiver 4 on this roster. Yeah. Wide receiver 3, look, we got Malik. We just got Malachi Fields from Notre Dame, who's probably going to be wide receiver 3. Mm-hmm. We got Calvin Austin. We got Darnell Mooney. It's probably going to be... I'm sitting here acting like I can't just look at...
I think, like, that is... If he does come, I do like that in him. I do like him, the ideal of him and Malik Neighbors as a pair as far as the mentorship goes. You're absolutely right. That's a no-brainer for that.
And see, this also isn't the Malik Neighbors of old. You know, this is a seasoned older Odell. Like, it's crazy to think that Odell's close to retiring age. I vividly remember him coming out as a rookie and completely shocking everybody in the league, just the way that he moved across the field, the way that his hands are so fucking big, he's running like this. He's not even tucking it. And we don't have to worry about him fumbling it because, I mean, his hands are so fucking big. One hand catch and everything. Every single catch is a highlight, which everybody loves to see that. But granted, I'll take an extra 10 yards over a one-hand catch 9 times out of 10, you know. Our wide receiver room, Malik Neighbors, Darius Slayton, Darnell Mooney, those are supposedly our top 3 wide receivers, which makes sense. Then you got Malachi Fields, Calvin Austin, Isaiah Hodgins. Those are your second strings. Then it gets iffy. You got Gunnar Olszewski, who is a punt returner, kick returner for us. Mm-hmm. He has made flashes on the field. He's through. Did you see that Jameis Winston touchdown last year where he caught the pass and made the touchdown? Bro, we gonna watch that. Bro. We gonna watch that right now.
Was that the one where it was one-handed in the end zone?
I don't know how to spell Jameis. When.
I'm not sure. I vividly remember. I feel like I know what you're talking about. Like I've seen it on SportsCenter before.
Catch TD. So the reason why I brought this up because our receiver Gunnar Olszewski threw our backup quarterback Jameis Winston a touchdown pass. I think it was against the Lions or something. Oh yeah, it was against the Lions. Mm-hmm. Look at Jameis Winston, man. Jameis Winston putting in that work, hit him with a Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Love to see it. And look, we're 2-9 at this point. I am in complete tears watching this. Look at these Lions fans.
Yeah.
And this is another game that we blew. Look at the score.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like
26-17 without an extra point being kicked with 12 minutes to go. Another game where we just completely blew the lead with a backup in Jameis Winston. So that's how I have faith that with the right procedure, we can hold on to these leads. We went from not being able to score an opening drive touchdown the year before to scoring on every single game the opening drive. And looking promising, but then the defense collapses. Your opponent's almost to midfield, and you're playing 15 yards off coverage. Of course, they're going to go up 10 yards. You're still 5 yards off coverage. Hit them with a little curl route and get the yards that they need. Right. And then run out of bounds where they'll dink and dunk on you, and that's what the fuck I do. You're playing soft coverage. I mean, soft coverage. Past the first down sticks. Yeah. Why wouldn't I run to the first down, curl route, get a first down, get out of bounds?
You're right.
So, yeah, man. What else we got to talk about? You got any points you want to bring up?
No, I feel like I agree with you. Like, see, even though you guys had the record was a record, that's only because there was injuries and obviously the talent deficiency. But you guys are a few pieces away, I believe, from like at least a year or two away from actually being able to compete. And I would say being able to compete in the NFC East legitimately. Yeah. I really do think you guys have a couple pieces away. I think Jackson Dart's going to only get better. I do think you need a true number 2 wide receiver to pair with Malik Neighbors so he won't have to do so much. Another tight end wouldn't hurt.
Well, we got Isaiah Likely.
Which is good.
So,
one of the steals of free agency, in my opinion.
Isaiah Likely, and then we got Theo Johnson. See, the thing about Theo Johnson is he's big, he's lanky, but God, you got to catch the ball, man. You're getting paid millions of dollars to do a route and catch a ball, and you are wide open dropping these passes. Yeah. We're only human. Shit happens. But the rate that they are being dropped is alarming. It's giving Darius Slayton. Yeah. Darius Slayton is a liability for this team. And I think if Theo Johnson doesn't tighten up, he is too. Ship him the fuck off, man. With due respect, man. I'm sure somebody else will pick you up, but for this organization, for any organization, any sports fan, if there's a player on your team that is not executing, you should not feel bad for wanting their ass the fuck out of here.
I agree.
And that's just the way it is. You're getting paid millions of dollars to play on the field, and you're going to get criticized for it. Nobody's perfect, but
I believe
shit, man. Man.
I believe offensively, you guys just need a true running back that'll take a lot more pressure off of Jackson Dart as well. Another piece on the offensive line. I mean, you guys are there, and a number 2.
Yeah.
You guys are there. Yep. I think you guys are.
See, I think
it just all depends on what happens on the defense.
I mean that's the thing, man. It's our safety room, dude. We got Tyler Nubin, Javon Holland as our starters. Tyler Nubin has not had one good pursuit tackle. His 2 years that he's been with us already, man. He came in as a turnover monster, as a Walmart brand Caleb Downs, a smart guy, an older guy. He came out of college older, if I'm not mistaken. See how old he is. He's 24. So yeah, he came out of college at 22 years old. That's a little late, Well, I mean, 21, 22. He came in on the late. Look, Arvell Reese is 20 years old.
That's exceptional, though. That's like that's not the norm.
Hold on, am I thinking?
Most guys come.
Yeah, out. Tyler Newman. Yeah, he came out from. You're right. I could be wrong, but from what I remember, the general consensus was that he was a more seasoned veteran coming out of Minnesota.
Nah. 22 years old, that's pretty usual. Like, if it was 24 or 25, that's pretty, seasoned veteran, 5-6 year college player type of range.
Why did I do that? So, yeah, you're right. He was only in college for 4 years. Who am I thinking of? I mean, I feel like I can't be thinking of anybody else, but I don't know.
So he's still a very young player.
I mean, look, he's 24. Definitely still a young player. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, young player. Who am I? Jason? No, okay. I was thinking Tyler Newman, but either way, our safety room lacking. Yeah. Our corner room, I mean, I feel like we made an upgrade in Greg Newsome, but Cordell Flott was a hell of a player. That he was. Him and Paulson Debo were okay. I mean, I'm sitting here trying to say that they were great, but Cordell Flott had some good plays for us, man. He made some good plays. I haven't seen Greg Newsome in action, so I know he was good 2 years ago, But last year, apparently, he was trash.
Yeah.
Deontay Banks last year was trash.
Yeah.
There was a new report that came out that said that Deontay Banks looks good in the little drills that he's done at rookie minicamp or whatever. So it really depends on who takes a step and who doesn't. Elijah Campbell's the other safety I was thinking of instead of the other guy.
But yeah, like I think you guys got to just I think they're just a few more pieces away, a couple pieces on offense and a few more pieces on defense, and I think you guys got a chance to be real NFC East contenders in the next 2 years.
I agree.
Playoff contenders. I really do.
Well, I think we really have covered a lot, you know. We've been here for a while, so I guess we're good there. You got any closing statements or
Nah.
about what about your team? What closing statements? What do you think your team's going to do this year?
Honestly, I hope that we can get to at least about 8 wins.
That's always the hope. At least 500.
At least 500, but I think we can get to about 9 wins. Honestly, I have a realistic I think we can get to about 9 wins. That all depends if George Pickens is playing, and if we can get at least average level defense. I think we'll be able to make a little noise. We can make a little noise in the NFCs.
Well, I guess only time will tell.
Mm-hmm.
With that, man, I appreciate y'all for sticking by. This is Polar Bear coming to you from the Polar Bear Sports Lair. This is my man Duwatt. Tell him where to find you at.
Hey, man, this your boy Lil Duwatt. Go subscribe to my YouTube. Go listen to my music. I'm on all platforms, man, and just show me some love. You will love it there.
Hell yeah. Again, appreciate y'all for sticking by, and peace.